Next up, I'd like to invite Ken Robertson OAM. So Ken is a decorated veteran, a long time advocate for the veteran community. Recognized for his service and contribution, he has dedicated his whole career to supporting former service members in their transition to civilian life. So Ken, if you would please.
Ladies and gents, thank you very much for having me here today. Lydia, equally the invitation to be here. I'm very privileged to be here. When I was thinking about what I wanted to say this evening and how I could reflect, I just wanted to, first and foremost, if you're not aware of the amount and the span and the experience of the people that we have in this room today, I'm just going to mention a few names, and I just want you to reflect on just how powerful this group is in this room and what it can be for not only serving members and veterans and families and first responders, but for each other. The risk of missing someone, which I humbly apologise in advance for. Honourable Minister David Harris MP, New South Wales. Honourable Minister Robin Preston MP, New South Wales. Ms Carolyn Briggs AM, Elder, Academic Monash University. Peter White, President, the Office of Australian Bravery Association. Ms Caroline McInnes, Director of New South Wales Office for Veteran Affairs, Honorary Secretary of Trustees of the Anzac Memorial Building. Ms Belinda Mitrovic, the Operations Manager of the Anzac Memorial Hyde Park. Ms Colin Seary, CEO of Lifeline. Charlotte Webb and Libby Kremen, Defence Families Australia and Defence Member Family Support, of whom I have many and varied interactions. Thank you so much. Ms Narelle Brinehead, Partners of Veterans Association. Dr Margaret Rogers from the University of England. Dr Miriam Kent, Gallipoli Medical Research. Ms Lydia Ferranda Hall and the worldwide team at Resolute Ready. Veterans and representatives from numerous veteran and service organisations. My fellow and esteemed fellow speakers who will be introduced more formally. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I'd like to recognise and acknowledge the traditional owners on the lands on which we gather today, and I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. To Lydia Ferranda Hall, a privilege for me to accept your invitation to very briefly speak here this evening at the national launch of Resolute Ready, and I'm humbled to do so. Why I state very briefly is in consideration of the standing in Australian society of all the names that I've just mentioned. Equally, the standing in Australian society of my fellow speakers, who would probably be blissfully unaware of my deep respect for their achievements, as well as support to the serving and veteran communities and their families. I salute you all. And equally, Lydia, I know that we are standing here today primarily because of your efforts to support transition, trauma support, and well-being of our military personnel, veterans, first responders, public safety workers and their families, hence the creation of Resolute Ready. Thank you. As an ADF senior enlisted leader, I am focused primarily on the welfare and well-being of ADF personnel and their families, as well as advocating to ADF senior leadership on their behalf. Furthermore, I have a focus towards ensuring we transition our service personnel with dignity to ensure both they and their families are well informed and prepared for life post-service. Support for helping military, first responders and public safety officials transition successfully and achieve their full potential is pivotal. By providing a sense of belonging, access to resources, opportunities for social interaction and avenues for personal growth can significantly enhance their well-being and that of their families. Equally, I'm just as focused on supporting credible and reliable entities and organisations that support this end state. Hence why my ambassadorship and unequivocal support to Resolute Ready is entirely voluntary, both in uniform and hopefully when I'm out of it. The impact of service life is significant, not only for the serving member, but for the family unit, especially children. Resolute Ready, with its valued DVA support, supports families through educational resources, therapy and community connections. Resolute Ready focuses on crisis prevention and recovery focus, with its key programs being the Resolute Ready Hub and the Education Backpack. The Hub is a one-stop platform offering resources and connection to housing, employment, health tools, educational materials and certainly not least, peer support for individuals and families in need. The Education Backpack helps children of military, first responders and public safety employee families cope with everyday life, offering educational resources, coping strategies and mental health support. Importantly, available as a free resource on the Resource Ready website, Resolute Ready website should I say, The Education Backpack will provide a consolidated collection of high-quality resources designed to help parents, guardians and educators better support children, both active serving members and veterans. Resources will also be available for children and young people to access themselves. I'd also like to take the opportunity to emphasise the importance of collaboration that Resolute Ready has with a myriad of stakeholders, all of you here this evening, as well as government agencies, community organisations, mental health professionals and support networks. This truly empowers the Resolute Ready model. By working together, it allows Resolute Ready to expand its impact, reach more families and provide holistic support to those in need. I'm also here to encourage all present to support Resolute Ready through speaking awareness, volunteering or deciding to partner with the Resolute Ready team. I cannot overemphasise the importance of collective action in making a lasting impact on individuals and families facing transition from service into civilian life. And I know for a fact, with some of the conversations I've had with people in this room, you know exactly what I'm talking about and have lived experience. In closing, I wish to reaffirm Resolute Ready's commitment to the lifelong wellbeing of those who serve in the military, first responders and public safety, as well as their families. Thank you for supporting Resolute Ready. Thank you for supporting military personnel, veterans and their families. Connection is intervention. Thank you very much.